Hi, this is Amy from alchemillahospital.net, and I figured I'd do a couple more, classic types of horror games. Though I'm still working on doing the Silent Hill playthroughs. So I just had to reinstall the, which one is it? EPSXE emulator, because I tried capturing this using the, what was it, the PS2 or the PS3. And anyway, it was kind of blurry, and the game capture device was acting up, and it would just like stop before I wanted it to, so. But even here, I had the windowed mode a little bit small, so in the next video I'll try to, make the window a little bit bigger so it doesn't look as blurry. But of course the graphics are, very, very impressive, very advanced there. But this does actually look better than it looked playing it on the TV. I'll try to make it a little bit improved in the next video anyway, and it's just going to be 10 minutes or so. And some of this I'm going to fast forward through because it's just really tedious. Because I'd really like to get to the actual gameplay part instead of all this talking where you just sort of keep clicking the X button and, half the time it doesn't even do anything, and, But anyway, obviously this is a point-and-click game. So we're going to make him click on the file cabinets and the scissors and so on. And this guy's sort of a rather exaggerated stereotype of a, what is he, some sort of researcher or something. I mean, in addition to, whatever, therapist, psychologist, or something. He keeps talking about how Jennifer's just a research subject and I shouldn't think about her feelings, or whatever. This next room is the one where I get sort of stuck in, and I don't know what to do, and you have to keep clicking on things and clicking on things. Talking to the people, and it says there is something more I need to do, and it won't let you leave the room until you've done whatever it is. I'm going to try to click on some of these in order then. And this is the statue that he wants an expert opinion on. Well, I forget what year this was made, but you see these lovely, mid-90s computers. I was finally able to recycle all the monitors I had like that. I had to take them to some recycling event and pay about $20. Since you're not allowed to just throw them in the trash, they won't take them. More things we have to do. I enjoy the mask there too. So I think maybe you just have to talk to him a bunch of times, I'm not sure. Because it doesn't change when you talk to the statue. Just keeps saying the same crap, and then she talks about Jennifer and Helen. Alright, we shouldn't keep the reporter waiting. So maybe now we can leave. Alright, finally. Alright. And this is Harris, the assistant, I guess. So now we have to go to the elevator. And you just have to click down the hall because you aren't controlling him directly. Alright, I'm gonna get on the buttons here. Alright, there we go. And now we gotta go to the first floor. How about those graphics? You have to click outside the elevator to get him to move too. I always forget about that and just sort of stand there. A lot of the dialogue is kind of crap. I've played the... Is it Super Nintendo? There was a translation of the Japanese ROM out there, but it's been a while. I could kind of see people, you know, not even wanting to play this because this crap is just so tedious before you actually get to the gameplay stuff, where you're exploring, you know, the locations and dealing with Scissor Man. I think some of these things change the possible endings, but again, it's just so long and tedious, and you keep clicking the button and nothing happens sometimes. So it's a real pain in the ass to actually get to the part, you know, where it feels like actual gameplay. You know, I enjoy the game once we get to that, but just, you know, getting through this crap. I understand it's, you know, to tell you the story, but I think it could have been handled a little better. In a bit less of an irritating way, anyway. Alright, so what he needs to attend to now is, there's another survivor of the Scissor Man murders that's up in the therapy room right now, and then he also needs to get that statue looked at. So that's what we'll have to deal with in a minute here. And I'll probably keep fast-forwarding through some of this dialogue stuff because it's rather tedious. Alright, it's second floor. And then you have to click outside the elevator, or else he just stands there like a moron. Okay, now we're speeding up a little bit. Alright, so this is Harris again, and we're going to get him to talk to a guy named Rick about this purple statue here. Alright. And that's about it for this video. In this video, we'll actually get into some of the actual gameplay. And here, since a lot of it was talking. And I understand they need to, establish the story and so on, but I think it's just done in sort of a tedious way in certain parts of this game. I like the game overall, and there are also, problems in certain areas where I can't figure out what the hell to do. You just keep clicking on things and eventually it'll let you leave the area. Alright, so Edward is a survivor of the Scissor Man murders, but he doesn't know his name because he has amnesia, so she's just calling him Edward. And Barton is sort of a dickhead, but everyone's sort of a caricature here. I used to have a website for this game and the Clock Tower 2 game, also for PlayStation 1, but that was like a million years ago on Angel Fire, I think, and I don't have those files anymore even. Now, where should I go? Alright, we aren't supposed to go there, I guess. Police station. The dialogue is sort of hilarious too. See, these scenes don't bother me with the dialogue. It's just the ones that go on forever and ever, and you just keep clicking and nothing happens. You click and the dialogue doesn't even change. The small ones that establish the story are fine, though. They're all so stiff looking. I should probably go back and play the original at some point again. Part 2 gets a lot of hate, but I don't know, I found it sort of amusing in parts. It's just completely different and very wacky. Zombies and things. Hospital full of zombies, and there was alternate personalities. I don't know, I enjoyed playing it when I first got that, in any case. So I might go back and play that one also. But it's certainly very far removed from the story of this one. I don't remember the whole story of that one, but it's like a demonic possession or something is more the theme of it, and there's not, Scissor Man. What are you going to do? Alright, she's going to take a nap. And that's one of the areas I get stuck in, and I can't figure out what the hell you're supposed to click on. But eventually we'll get to the Scissor Man scenes and actual gameplay. So here we're talking to Rose. Yes, bunk beds for napping. And you're supposed to have her take a nap, and yet I keep clicking on them and nothing really happens. So that's just another area that sort of frustrates me here. Yes, bunk beds for napping, but she said she's going to go take a nap, so, what else are you supposed to do here? Okay, there's a comic book, and then we can look out the window also. Okay, it's dark out. We can turn the light on and off. So that's why I have it sped up, because I just kept clicking on things and I didn't know, how to progress. I can't really remember what I had to do here. It's possible you just have to talk to her more. Maybe you do have to turn the light on and off. I'm not sure about that though. It's about time for a nap. Okay. So that seems we're actually making progress here. It's like that room, near the beginning with Professor Barton. I just sort of get stuck there and I don't know what the hell to do. You have to keep talking to them, and it says, I need to do one more thing here. Okay, we're going to take a nap. Alright, who could that be? Uh-oh, he's dead. So now we got Scissorman here, and I can't figure out, you know, like I'm trying to click on things and she's not going anywhere. Because in that room it sort of works differently, and, you know, it's not like hiding from that point on. So we're going to try to hide in the bathroom. Right, get in a stall. And then if we wait until the music, you know, the Scissorman music stops, then it'll be safe to go out again. Alright, now we're gonna go to the staircase. Which I think everything up there is locked anyway, but I really haven't played this in years and years, so I don't remember where the hell we're supposed to go. Alright, this would be helpful in an emergency, but we need a key for that. Nice little detail there. Alright. I'll just start exploring on this side of the hallway here. I really don't remember even what I'm supposed to be doing, but it will come to me, I suppose. Okay, I think I'm starting, you know, 30 seconds or so before I ended the last video, but whatever. I keep having these crashes, like even with the emulator. I was having crashes when I was playing on the PS1 too, so I decided I'd play on the computer, and then when I tried the disc, that crashed. The disc doesn't look that bad, but, you know, like it's not very scratched, but I'm trying a ROM now, and then the emulator's crashing, so I don't know what the hell's going on. So anyway, this is our first encounter with Scissorman. Also, some weird stuff was happening with the emulator when I was trying to stream it directly, so I'm just going to record this. And then just put up the video. So now he's still after me, so you have to, you know, find a place to hide or else fight him. And we're gonna try hiding in a bathroom stall. Then we just have to wait until the music stops, and that means he's not actively pursuing us at that time. And then it's safe to get out here. And our hands are covered in blood. We already did this. I think the game really is pretty good at, you know, the atmosphere and actually freaking you out because you don't know where to hide. And it's been so long since I played this, I don't remember exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I know there's a key or something somewhere, but I don't even remember how this ends, this scenario. Alright. Yes, I already did this too, I suppose. And I think this is where I ended the last video, so moving right along then. I didn't remember him coming after me quite as much as he has been. But it may just be that I don't remember the game very well. Oh, there he is here. I like how computers say kill, also. So now we need to get the hell out of here. I like to hide in the elevators sometimes. We already used the bathroom, so I don't know if that's where we want to go right now or not. I was hoping she'd be able to, I don't know, hide under the bed or something. In that room with the beds, but it looks like she didn't want to do that, so then this silly shit happens. As if this is going to really work, you know. I guess he's pretty dumb if, you know, he doesn't really realize it's her behind the sheet there. But whatever works, I guess. Because she's cornered in there and you have to do something. And he hides in the damnedest places, too. What do we want to do here? The elevator is usually a good place, too. If you can just get in there, you know, before he gets up to it. And then you just see him as the doors are closing. I think you're usually safe doing that. Maybe if you don't overuse it. I'm not even sure. Like I said, I barely remember. It's been years and years since I played this. And it's like I've tried to play it, but my actual game disc, I don't know if it's scratched or what, it doesn't look very scratched. Every time I try to play it on like my PS2 or PS3, that crashes as soon as you try to talk to Edward and his guardian in the Norway International Hotel. Alright, so there's like a key or something in here. There's another blanket. I think you can throw that over his head. Just like in the lounge room. Okay, so we have a storage key, but I don't know where. I mean, is it just storage room or some kind of storage locker? I don't know. And then we turn on this security thing. Well, don't count on it with me playing, you know, her staying alive. Thankfully on the emulator you can save wherever, so I'm just, like every time I'm in a safe place, I'm, you know, frantically pushing F1 because that saves it. And then I can reload that area directly. So otherwise you have to like save after each scenario. And that's when those dialogue parts get extremely tedious. You know, when you die and then you have to, you know, talk to somebody and it takes forever. I think I figured out that lounge part with Rose. You have to like turn the light on and off maybe. And then talk to her. And then she says, let me sleep. And then finally, Helen will climb up to the bunk bed and take a nap herself. Which triggers, what's his name? Well, Scissor Man, but, you know, the boyfriend of Rose. Right, there's no way to open this door. And then this is some kind of storage room. Oh, maybe that was it. You have to, I don't know, get wire cutters or something to get through that door because it's wired shut. But I don't know where to get those either at this point. And I'm trying to, I mean, it's not exactly a blind playthrough because I have played it a bunch of times. But I played it a bunch of times like 20 years ago, so. But yeah, I think you have to get wire cutters and then cut that door open, maybe. It seems reasonable anyway. And she's looking for a tool of some sort, and all this is just academic papers and books and crap. That's not going to help you, you know, either get through the door or fight Scissor Man. Then if you poke around too much, he'll, you know, come and get you anyway. So I don't really want to be checking things forever. I thought you could use that fire extinguisher, but maybe I did it wrong. Here, see that fire extinguisher right there. And I was looking for, what's she doing? No, she doesn't really say much about it then. Okay, that one's locked. And then, oh no. What the hell is he even hiding in there, you know? I thought I could use that, but either I did it wrong or he was too close. I don't know. Then I just sort of sat there waiting to see if it was going to give me a continue or it's just going to say dead end forever. But yeah. And then I pressed F3. And that loaded from this room, which was the last place I was safe in, so I saved there. And I know he's in one of these, but I also wondered if maybe there were, you know, wire cutters or something somewhat useful in here. Oh, shit. Alright, we're gonna run this time because fighting didn't work out very well. Okay. I think this is a different bathroom than we were in before, but try not to use the same hiding place over and over because then sometimes you find you, I think. Then you just gotta wait for the music to stop. Then you can click back out of there. I do think it's effective in the gameplay department though, because it, I mean, it is tense feeling, you know. So there's not that many hiding places, and sometimes you are trying doors that are locked, or you end up in a dead end. I may also try Clock Tower 2 for PlayStation 1, which was, well, different. Probably a bit more obscure because I don't think people liked it as much for many reasons. If there's anything useful in here, I don't think. I think maybe you can throw that plant at him. Or hide under the that little leather couch there. Oh shit. He's in a locker again. Walkers don't even look big enough that you'd want to hide in them, especially when you have a pair of scissors as big as you are. I wanted to explore that room, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. He was pretty close there, but, you know. But it looks like we're safe for now, so I'll stop this video for the time being. and hopefully get the hell out of this area in the next video. Alright, moving right along then. I was having some issues with streaming, so I have to make videos of it. And then I'll just post those. So, where'd we leave off? Okay, I think we were just getting away from Scissor Man. He was in that... Was he in that office room? Or the computer lab or something? So I think we're looking for, you know, keys and tools and things of that nature. Here's the one that all the computers say kill on them. So we couldn't explore that room before. Okay, there's some tools here because they're repairing the computer. Okay, pliers. I don't think there's anything else useful in here. There's nothing abnormal. Except for a guy with giant scissors. Alright, it's just saying that so you look for the pliers. So I don't think there's anything else on any of these computers or desks. You don't necessarily, you know, see keys and things laying there, so it is helpful to actually click on the things. Like, you couldn't actually see that there were pliers there. Okay, there's nothing on the board. I thought maybe there'd be a hint or something. Or clues or files or whatever they're called in this game. Okay, so we have the pliers, and we use those in that storage room. But that's not on this floor. We're on the third floor, I think, now. No way to get in the lab. Alright, and what's this? Alright, this is where the beds are. Okay, the men's lounge, and then we can get into the women's, but I don't think there's anything in there. And there's probably no sense checking the exit because that's too obvious. Alright, let's just get the hell out of here then. And we'll take the steps, just because. Well, not, where are we? Okay, the roof's up there, and we can't do anything up there. So, we'll forget about that. And then I think the second floor has that storage room. And we do want to check that out. Or was that the first floor? I don't know. I thought there was two doors. Wherever that was. Oh, okay, this is like where you start out the game. And the statue is missing because Rick has it. Or Harris took it to Rick. I forget the names of these people. Okay. Old criminal records. And of course his phone doesn't work. Because that would be too easy also. Check out some of these other computer stations here. But you can't take the mace. So that kind of sucks. I mean, I'm sure Beth would understand if we took the mace because Scissor Man's after us. Oh no, I left the key there. Okay, so now we can go back into this therapy room or whatever it is. Well, yes, we'll do it then. Don't just talk about it. Okay. There's a guy trying to kill her, and she's just talking about, I could use the key here. I'm just looking for hints and things around here, which I haven't even looked at yet. I think you can, I don't know. I don't remember what affects your ending either. Alright, well, that's about it here. Let's get out of there. I can check out a couple more things here. See if there's anything around, but probably not. We probably want to get to the storage room, which is, I guess, the first floor? I don't know, I get confused. Okay. So let's take the stairs again. And I had Clock Tower 3, which was PS2, I guess. But I think I got frustrated with it at some point, so I didn't even complete that one. Maybe I'll try it again, I don't know. I just remember not liking it as much when I first bought it, because it's another one that's just, like, completely different. Not that it has to be, you know, the same story in every game, but like the gameplay and everything is so different that I just wasn't impressed the first time I tried it, and then I forgot all about it. I did beat Clock Tower 2 for PS1, and even this one that's just called Clock Tower, I think it was First Sphere in Japan, because over there it would have been a sequel, but then the original one for Super Nintendo, was it? The original one, anyway, was released in Japan, and then, you know, so then they'd have to call this Clock Tower the First Sphere, but I guess in other places other than Japan, you know, there was no official translation, so the game I'm playing here would be the first one. So that's kind of confusing, but... And you can find a translated ROM of that on the internet, which I may or may not play. I don't know, that's been a while also. I think my save game didn't work right the last time, but I'm trying to save with the emulator, so I don't need to bother with this as much. Well, Lots is upset now. And he also doesn't believe in Scissor Man. I don't know who he thinks is murdering people. I mean, obviously somebody is murdering people. He just apparently doesn't believe it's some sort of supernatural entity. And some of them do. Helen says it doesn't look like a human, or something like that. Which, how do you even know that when he's, you know, he's wearing like this big coat and a mask? I don't know. And he's all hunched over. He looks like a human in a mask to me, I don't know. I mean, I've played it before, but still. Alright. Was it the real Scissor Man? Yes, but I don't know if it's the same one. So that's kind of a strange answer there. But he sure didn't look human to me. Well, shall we go? Okay. So now we're back to this map screen. I must find a clue about Scissor Man. No reason to go to the newspaper. Well, I was looking for clues. Maybe the newspaper would have it. Alright, Edward. Okay, we don't know if it's the same one that was in the case with Jennifer and Edward. So we don't know if it's him or a copycat or whatever, I guess, is the deal that's going on here. Okay, we'll go to check the library. Okay, apparently this is a different library we're going to. Talking about... Because it doesn't let us look for Edward if it's the same library. I don't know what's going on there either. Is Mr. Sullivan here? No, he is not. Okay, so what's left? Okay, too many reporters at the staff housing. I wonder if there's any news at the police station. I don't remember what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here, so I'm just randomly picking places. Okay, Gotts has left. So that's not it. What else do we have? No reason to go to the newspaper. Staff housing. Too many reporters there. Okay, well, what about the research building? Okay. Guess we can go here now. But more importantly, she can work on her paper now, I guess. Okay. And apparently this statue is pretty important, or she thinks it is. At the scene of the murders. And they keep repeating these things. As if we didn't get that the first time. I mean, why would we even be mentioning the statue if it had nothing to do with it? Just like they keep repeating, will you show this to a man named Rick? Yes, I think a man named Rick has it. Take it to the library, or a man named Rick. See? There it is. Okay, and if it's at the library, that would be Mr. Sullivan, but he's not there. Okay. Well, he wasn't there. Okay, the Metropolitan Library. I wonder if he's back yet. Doesn't look good. I know he hasn't come back. Same as before. Okay. So he doesn't want us to go there. And I can go back here. Go back to the University Research Building. Talk to Beth again, I guess. Not really sure why we care so much about the stupid statue, but it gives us something to do, I guess. At police station, I will ask Gotts about Rick. Gotts, do you know a man named Rick? Barton gave the statue to a man named Rick. Other new info, okay. Well, there we go. That sounds familiar because, you know, there are probably lots of men named Rick. A last name would be helpful. That would mean so he quit 10 years before this, and we're still asking him about the stupid statue? And he already said he knows nothing, so I don't even know what the deal would be with that. I mean, Rick just sort of seems like a nobody when it comes to having anything to do with the entire case. And yet Barton still wants him to look at it, so... Well, what can you do? I just talked to the man named Rick. Okay, I guess we'll ask him. I don't remember, you know, which leads to which ending. But I guess we'll take a break now. Okay, so I stopped right before the Gotts scenario, or whatever it's called here. Now loading. Yeah, I don't know if I have changed permissions on something. I don't know. Because it isn't letting me save in the emulator, which is strange because I have been saving. I was just playing Silent Hill 1 and I was saving in that, so I don't know why I can't save in this. So this is a man named Rick, I guess. And Gotts is going there to get the statue, and he has to find out the location of the Barrows, is it like mansion or castle or what the hell it is, before the Barrows family moved. Okay. I don't really understand what's going on with the dog here either. Like, he's just chilling out there, and then he's going to attack his owner, and not Scissor Man. And then after that, he's just chilling out there too until you try to leave. So... was just looking at the Wikipedia page for this earlier. Trying to refresh my memory on some things, but it says the atmosphere and story were well received, but the point and click sort of thing was not. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, or rather, you shouldn't go into the game playing, expecting something that's going to be, an action game, because it's a point-and-click game. I think it's good for what it is. It's just that, I don't know, not what people wanted or expected in that sense, I guess. And also uncommon for PlayStation. It also talks about it being slow, and I don't know. I mean, that's not the word I would use. I mean, I suppose it is in some ways, but not in others. How the hell did he just, get into the pantry thing there? I mean, that doesn't even make sense. I guess he is magic or something. I don't know. But anyway, people are saying it was slow. Well, yeah, but I mean, isn't any exploration game slow? And then you have, action sequences, sort of, even though it's point and click. You have to sort of strategize and find a way to get away from him. And I always get killed a lot. Especially because I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing or where to hide. And it's not letting me click on anything in here. I thought you could use the stupid vase or something as a weapon, but maybe not. I was mashing the button there and nothing happens, so I don't know, maybe he just kills you if he gets that close. Okay, so this is where I saved at. Well, it's not okay, boy. So nobody noticed him there, or does he just sort of magically appear? I guess he magically appears. He upset the dog, or, what is even going on here? But we see that the gun isn't working, so you have to pretty much hide from him. And you can't go out that door, but I just like to click on things sometimes. See what he says. Door will not open. Well, that's a surprise. Okay, let's go upstairs. It's the bathroom. Okay, this is a bedroom. And once again, he's gonna use this sheet and put it over his head. Like, whatever works, I guess. Then we can get the hell out of there. And this is the room the statue was in. Except Scissorman's in here too, so that's not good. And I shouldn't have clicked on him, but it is what it is. He's going to be after me. I'm watching TV. Oh. And you can hide in there also. Remember that. Okay, so he's gonna go away this time. Thankfully. And this room connects to the other room through this balcony there. Yeah, okay. You can't get in there? Okay, so go back the other way. Meanwhile, the dog's just chilling there, you know. And when you go out there, the dude's corpse, or rather, the man named Rick, his corpse is not out there. I mean, I assume he's dead or something. And his body magically disappeared. The dog's just in the doghouse like nothing happened. Not covered in blood or anything. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna try this room again. Right, and that purple thing is the statue. That's what we're looking for. That's the whole purpose of this expedition here. I want to go to the house to get this stupid statue. So there's this, I don't know, supernatural serial killer coming after you, and you're messing around with vases and statues. But so it goes in games, I guess. Mystery novels. We've read this one, okay. Okay. So now you can go out the other way. It was locked before. Locked from the inside, I guess. So, let's go back through here. I know there's other things to do, but I don't remember where. I know we need, like, the soap powder, and then we need the map of the mansion, or the map to the mansion. I think that's what we're supposed to be doing in here. And this is the wrong thing to do. The dog's just hanging out here. So he's gonna make himself a drink. Alright. And you may as well check out everything. Even if it's just coffee cups. Okay, this is the kitchen. Look around in here. See what we can do. Alright. Rick was making himself some food. Did he say there's foil in the microwave? That's not right. The pantry, and we can hide in there if we need to. And the garbage is full of garbage. Great. Okay, a heavy looking flower vase. This is a painting that Rick painted. And then this thing tries to kill you. It's a haunted mask. Okay, we can take that. I guess we gotta click on the mask too. To throw. Alright. It's a problem with point and click, you know, getting the stupid cursor over the thing. We can hide hide in here when we need to. Such as when Scissor Man's coming after us. And he doesn't see us, so he's going to leave now. And then I'll probably continue to aimlessly wander in this house because I don't remember where things are or what the hell I'm doing. But yeah, the major complaints about this game, it seems, would be the pace and the fact that it's point and click, but I don't think that's really a valid criticism because, you know, I mean, it's a point and click game and you just have to take that as it is. And that doesn't bother me at all about the game, so. What does bother me is some of the dialogue. You know, it just sort of goes on and on. I think the point and click aspect actually works pretty well for this game, now that I mention it. Okay, nothing in here. Don't remember if you can hide in here or what you're doing. And then it zooms in as if something's going to happen, but nothing happens. Okay, we don't need that right now, I guess. Well, if you have to go, you have to go. There are some towels. Okay. Well, nothing important there. Try the next room. This level should be rather short. It's just that I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. There's some detergent. Yeah, that's something we need. Powder soap. You have to use that at the end here. Okay, I gotta click on the door to go through. I was trying to get him to go through without clicking on it. Now he's going to talk about furniture for a while. I guess people had a problem with that. Alright. Canned salmon. I've never eaten canned salmon. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything more to click on in here. What's he even talking about? No idea. Talk about the furniture. Oh, God. Maybe if we try to leave again. But where is Rick? That's what I don't understand here. You know, he should be out there, or if he's dead, his body should be out there. Oh. Well, I guess we need to hide somewhere upstairs then. And this is where I'm gonna die because you can't click on anything. I don't know what to do here. Oh, hell. Well, here we go. That's the end of them.